O God, come to our aid. O Lord, make haste to help us. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Alleluia. O God of truth and Lord of power, whose word their cause to things assigns, whose splendor lights the morning hour, whose fiery sun at noonday shines. Within us quench the flames of strife, the harmful heat of passion quell. Give health of body to our life, and give true peace of soul as well. In this most loving Father, hear, and Christ co-equal Son, our prayer, with Holy Ghost one Trinity. You reign for all eternity. Commit your life to the Lord, and he will act on your behalf. Do not fret because of the wicked. Do not envy those who do evil, for they wither quickly like grass, and fade like the green of the fields. If you trust in the Lord and do good, then you will live in the land and be secure. If you find your delight in the Lord, he will grant your heart's desire. Commit your life to the Lord. Trust in him and he will act, so that your justice breaks forth like the light, your cause like the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord and wait in patience. Do not fret the man who prospers, a man who makes evil plots, to bring down the needy and the poor. Calm your anger and forget your rage. Do not fret, it only leads to evil. For those who do evil shall perish. The patient shall inherit the land. A little longer and the wicked shall have gone. Look at his place, he is not there. But the humble shall own the land, and enjoy the fullness of peace. Give praise to the Father Almighty, to his Son, Jesus Christ the Lord, to the Spirit who dwells in our hearts, both now and forever. Amen. Commit your life to the Lord, and he will act on your behalf. Turn away from evil and do good. The Lord will support the just. The wicked man plots against the just, and gnashes his teeth against him. But the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he sees that his day is at hand. The sword of the wicked is drawn. His bow is bent to slaughter the upright. Their sword shall pierce their own hearts, and their bow shall be broken to pieces. The just man's few possessions are better than the wicked man's wealth. For the power of the wicked shall be broken, and the Lord will support the just. He protects the lives of the upright. Their heritage will last forever. They shall not be put to shame in evil days. In time of famine their food shall not fail. But all the wicked shall perish, and all the enemies of the Lord. They are like the beauty of the meadows. They shall vanish like smoke. The wicked man borrows without repaying, for the just man is generous and gives. Those blessed by the Lord shall own the land, but those he has cursed shall be destroyed. The Lord guides the steps of a man, and makes safe the path of one he loves. Though he stumble, he shall never fall, for the Lord holds him by the hand. I was young, and now I am old, but I have never seen the just man forsaken, nor his children begging for bread. All the day he is generous and lends, and his children become a blessing. Then turn away from evil and do good, and you shall have a home forever. For the Lord loves justice, and will never forsake his friends. The unjust shall be wiped out forever, and the children of the wicked destroyed. The just shall inherit the land. There they shall live forever. Give praise to the Father Almighty, to his Son, Jesus Christ the Lord, to the Spirit who dwells in our hearts, both now and forever. Amen. Turn away from evil and do good. The Lord will support the just. Wait for the Lord. Keep to his way. The just man's mouth utters wisdom, and his lips speak what is right. The Lord of his God is in his heart, and his steps shall be safe from stumbling. The wicked man watches for the just, and seeks occasion to kill him. The Lord will not leave him in his power, nor let him be condemned when he is judged. Then wait for the Lord, keep to his way. It is he who will free from the wicked, raise you up to possess the land, and see the wicked destroyed. I have seen the wicked triumphant, towering like a cedar of Lebanon. I passed by again, he was gone. I searched, he was nowhere to be found. See the just man mark the upright, for the peaceful man a future lies in store. But sinners shall all be destroyed. No future lies in store for the wicked. The salvation of the just comes from the Lord. They're strong in time of distress. The Lord helps them and delivers them, and saves them, for their refuge is in him. Give praise to the Father Almighty, to his Son, Jesus Christ the Lord, to the Spirit who dwells in our hearts, both now and forever. Amen. Wait for the Lord. Keep to his way. Teach me goodness and discernment and knowledge. I trust in your commands. A reading from the book of Joshua. And Joshua, the son of Nun, sent 2 men secretly from Shittim as spies, saying, Go, view the land, especially Jericho. And they went and came into the house of a harlot, whose name was Rahab, and lodged there. And it was told the king of Jericho, Behold, certain men of Israel have come here tonight to search out the land. And then the king of Jericho sent to Rahab, saying, Bring forth the men that have come to you, who entered your house, for they have come to search out all the land. But the woman had taken the 2 men and hidden them, and she said, True, men came to me, but I do not know where they came from. And when the gate was to be closed at dark, the men went out. Where the men went I do not know. Pursue them quickly, for you will overtake them. For she had brought them up to the roof, and hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order on the roof. So the men pursued after them on the way to the Jordan, as far as the fords. And as soon as the pursuers had gone out, the gate was shut. Before they lay down, she came up to them on the roof and said to the men, I know that the Lord has given you the land, and that the fear of you has fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land melt away before you. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea before you, when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to the 2 kings of the Amorites that were beyond the Jordan, to Sihon and Og, whom you utterly destroyed. And as soon as we heard it, our hearts melted, and there was no courage left in any man because of you. For the Lord your God is he who is God in heaven above and on earth beneath. Now then, swear to me by the Lord, that as I have dealt kindly with you, you also will deal kindly with my father's house, and give me a sure sign, and save alive my father and mother, my brothers and sisters, and all who belong to them, and deliver our lives from death. And the men said to her, Our life for yours. If you do not tell this business of ours, then we will deal kindly and faithfully with you, when the Lord gives us the land. Then she let them down by a rope through the window, for her house was built into the city wall, so that she dwelt in the wall. And she said to them, Go into the hills, lest the pursuers meet you, and hide yourself there 3 days, until the pursuers have returned. Then afterward you may go your way. The men said to her, We will be guiltless with respect to this oath of yours, which you have made us swear. Behold, when we come into the land, you shall bind this scarlet cord in the window through which you let us down, And you shall gather into your house your father and mother, your brothers, and all your father's household. And if anyone goes out of the doors of your house into the street, his blood shall be upon his head, and we shall be guiltless. But if a hand is laid upon anyone who is with you in the house, his blood shall be on our head. But if you tell this business of ours, then we shall be guiltless with respect to your oath, which you have made us swear. And she said, According to your words, so be it. Then she sent them away, and they departed, and she bound the scarlet cord in the window. They departed and went into the hills, and remained there 3 days, until the pursuers returned. For the pursuers had made search all along the way, and found nothing. Then the 2 men came down again from the hills, and passed over and came to Joshua the son of Nun. And they told him all that had befallen them. And they said to Joshua, Truly the Lord has given all the land into our hands, and moreover, all the inhabitants of the land are faint-hearted because of us. It is by doing something good, and not only by believing, that a man is justified. Rahab was justified by her deeds, because she welcomed the messengers and helped them to escape by a different road. A body dies when it is separated from the spirit, and in the same way faith is dead if it is separated from good deeds. It was by faith that Rahab welcomed the messengers, and so was not killed with the unbelievers. A body dies when it is separated from the spirit, and in the same way faith is dead if it is separated from good deeds. A reading from the letter of St. Ignatius of Antioch to the Romans. All the ends of the earth, all the kingdoms of the world, would be of no profit to me. So far as I am concerned, to die in Jesus Christ is better than to be monarch of earth's widest bounds. He who died for us is all that I seek. He who rose again for us is my whole desire. The pangs of birth are upon me. Have patience with me, my brothers, and do not shut me out from life. Do not wish me to be stillborn. Here is one who only longs to be God's. Do not make a present of him to the world again, or delude him with the things of earth. Suffer me to attain to light pure and undefiled, for only when I am come thither shall I be truly a man. Leave me to imitate the passion of my God. If any of you has God within himself, let that man understand my longings, and feel for me, because he will know the forces by which I am constrained. It is the hope of this world's prince to get hold of me and undermine my resolve, set as it is upon God. Pray let none of you lend him any assistance, but take my part instead, for it is the part of God. Do not have Jesus Christ on your lips and the world in your heart. Do not cherish thoughts of grudging me my fate. Even if I were to come and implore you in person, do not yield to my pleading. Keep your compliance for this written entreaty instead. Here and now, as I write in the fullness of life, I am yearning for death with all the passion of a lover. Earthly longings have been crucified. In me there is left no spark of desire for mundane things, but only a murmur of living water that whispers within me, Come to the Father. There is no pleasure for me in any meats that perish, or in the delights of this life. I am fain for the bread of God, even the flesh of Jesus Christ, who is the seed of David, and for my drink I crave that blood of his, which is love imperishable. I want no more of what men call life, and my want can come true, if it is your desire. Pray then, let it be your desire, so that in your turn you also may be desired. Not to write at more length, I appeal to you to believe me. Jesus Christ will make it clear to you that I am speaking the truth. He is a faithful mouthpiece by which the Father's words of truth find utterance. Intercede for me then, that I may have my wish. For I am not writing now as a mere man, but I am voicing the mind of God. My suffering will be a proof of your goodwill, my rejection a proof of your disfavour. Remember the Church of Syria in your prayers. It is God's for its pastor now, in place of myself, and Jesus Christ alone will have the oversight of it, he and your own love. As for me, I feel shamed to be styled one of its members. I have no right at all to the name, for I was the very last of them all, an embryo born untimely. Though if I ever manage to reach the presence of God, by his mercy I shall be somebody then. I greet you in spirit, and the churches who have been my hosts, in the name of Jesus Christ, also send you their love. It was no common wayfarer's welcome I have had from them, for even churches that were not naturally on my route at all came and escorted me from one city to the next. I am happy to suffer as I am suffering now, and in my own body I do what I can to make up all that is still to be undergone by Christ, for the sake of his body, the Church. I struggle wearily on, held by his power driving me irresistibly, and in my own body I do what I can to make up all that is still to be undergone by Christ, for the sake of his body, the Church. Let us pray. Lord God, source of all good, hear our prayer. Inspire us with good intentions, and help us to fulfill them. Through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, God, forever and ever. Amen. Let us praise the Lord. Thanks be to God.